the biggest challenge for any digital bank coming right now is the technology and the cybersecurity. One of the key concerns from the regulatory point of view and as digital banks is cybersecurity and social engineering fraud. That is the key concern. Key challenge that we face is the HR, having the right talent in place and retaining that talent. I think during the transition phase, the biggest challenge would be liquidity for these banks. Because if you look at the short to medium term strategy, I think the reliance on shareholder funding will be greater. Still, your brand is established, you have established network, where you have greater confidence of the general public on you, where you can generate deposit from the public as well. In Pakistan, we have a lot of banks operating. The customer journey is an area where a lot of banks are working, a lot of room for improvement. The digital banks have an advantage. They are starting from scratch. We don't have legacy systems. So we have the flexibility to get cutting-edge technology, back office automation, working as banking as a service. The key thing is to understand the pain points of the customer and make your journey around that. And it should be a simple journey so that the customer feels the ease to use the financial services that are being offered to them. Every digital bank that's coming in has a different journey. But at the end of the day, the key is that the differentiation in the products and the customer journey, whichever bank can come up with a simpler customer journey and ease of use, I think those banks will be able to capture a greater share of the market. There is a lot of scope in the market. The existing banks are also working on it, commercial banks. So I think the combined ecosystem is so big that it's opportunity for everyone within that space. There's a lot of acceptability for the customer to open digital accounts. Most of the customers in Pakistan are using their cell phones. It's very easy if you're banking in your hand, if you want to open your account to your cell phone, and it's a convenient journey, customer being receptive to that. And the example is, you can see the success of EMIs where a significant number of wallets have been opened. So we feel that if you can offer a simple journey where a 2-minute account opening, level 1 account opening in 2 minutes, and going forward, for a level 2 account, the process is much simpler, and all you have to do is upload your data on your cell phone. So I think we believe that there will be a lot of acceptability by the customers, because end of the day, no one wants to, in this age and time, no one wants to go to a branch. People want convenience of opening their accounts and getting the banking services at the comfort of their offices and their homes. So given that, we feel there's a lot of market for such products, and people will be very receptive to that. I think if you look at it, all banks have digital front ends right now. Existing banking customer, 80% of them have converted to digital transactions. So that's a significant number. So that also tells us that people are looking to do transactions digitally rather than going in the branches as well. The key success factor for a digital bank is to have lower upfront cost. The only way to achieve that to be on the cloud, which is scalable. It's pay-as-you-go model. You don't have on-prem servers, which is where very significant amount of your cost goes. In a traditional bank, normally the major investment in technology is on their servers. For a digital bank, in my opinion, the major investment will be on cybersecurity. Cloud pay-as-you-go is where you can save a lot of upfront cost, and you can have all your data on the cloud. And as you scale, as you have volumes, you can start paying with that. So I think this is a very critical area. One area where significant investment should go and will go is cybersecurity, because that is the backbone for success of any digital bank. And in terms of the return that you mentioned, absolutely that is the key from the shareholder lens as well, from the management lens as well, even from the lens of the regulator as well, the road to profitability. So the digital banks have to keep the cost at a manageable level in control. In my view, the biggest components of any digital bank would be two in terms of the cost: HR and technology. Technology having the larger chunk, around 50%, and 30% would be HR. And the remaining cost would be in other areas. Getting the right talent and retaining them is, in my view, the top 3 risks for a digital bank. There's a scarcity of talent in general that we have, and the areas where it's most difficult to get the right talent is technology and data science. That is an area where everyone struggles to find the right talent. These digital banks won't have deep pockets as much as the large established commercial banks or other players have. You can offer them a good compensation upfront, but then retaining them over a period is a significant challenge. Other than the culture and the compensation, one thing that we have looked at globally as well has been successful are long-term incentive plans. That could be employee stock option, that could be phantom, that could be other methods where you engage those team members as shareholders of this initiative. And those shareholders, those shares can be vested over a period of time based on certain KPIs. So you have skin in the game. So that is where we have seen that people stay longer with organizations. And because with the current situation, we have a lot of brain drain especially in the field of data science. The part of having ownership within that fintech or that company is something very exciting for people. ESOP is not that common in Pakistan. Globally, we have seen that, especially in fintech, we have seen ESOP is very common. In Pakistan, we do have examples. Some existing banks do have ESOPs. A lot of fintechs have ESOPs in Pakistan. So I think that is a model as a long-term incentive plan that is the absolute critical if you need to retain the right talent with you.